Hello everybody and welcome back to Birch-Koala Cruise Shenanigans in Pokemon Yellow Adventure. This is DoctorJhonReborn.
And I'm Shank02.
And we begin our today's episode by investigating Vermilion City. And of course, showing something that kinda surprised me because I did look this up some time ago before I did this part, but still, this got me by surprise. Okay.
What?
Yeah!
What the? Where's that audio from?
TF2, medic.
Ah.
But yeah, Harkinian, who's part ground type, cannot learn Dig, a ground type move, but Bubble Beam. Yeah! Generation 1 is kinda odd about what Pokemon can learn what TMs, even if their type would logically dictate certain moves. But Pikachu simply doesn't care because he's so just goddamn happy all the time. And here we got an old rod, which is basically, well, I won't say it's useless, I just say it is very limited on what the hell it can even catch. Which is basically just one type of water type Pokemon. Magikarp. And, well, let's just put it this way, if anyone have ever watched those particular episodes of the Pokemon anime, they know that Magikarp starts out pathetic, but fucking hell when it evolves, if you were unkind to it, well, you're kinda fucked.
I can't remember which game it was, whichever remake it was, but I think in one of the later remakes of the games, you see like the actual building there. I think, I can't remember now.
Well, I'm trying to think too, because I have seen like, well, my experience with the remakes is mostly limited to watching Let's Plays and such, but I actually don't recall there being one. I think that might still be like construction site. It just made it look more like a traditional construction site in the remakes. I don't think there's actual building there. Anywho, here's the real place of interest in this place. The Pokemon Fan Club.
Pikachu's so happy.
We will get something pretty neat from here. But sadly, we have to tolerate Mr. Rabbit Dash, don't you wanna hear about it? In case you're wondering what the hell I was referencing there, well, let's just say go check out Brain Scratch Com's Pokemon Yellow Run and even their Pokemon Crystal. I think that joke comes pretty fucking clear. I guess we have to, okay. No, denied! I'm not sitting here listening to that shit, nor making you people watch it. I was originally, when I was thinking about how to edit that, I was thinking like putting the Charlie Brown teacher voice there, but it didn't quite work out as well as I thought it would in my head. Don't say! Sherman is vocal about his Pokemon. Who would have done it?
It's still happy.
Yep. And instant teleportation. Fuck yeah. Yeah, give me my 1 million bicycles. Seriously, 1 million for a fucking bicycle. The economy in this fucking region must be down the shitter or something. Ah yes, and with this box, moving around becomes so much less tedious. Because the sweet part is, you can even use bike inside of a cave or a dungeon. At least some of them, I think, sadly. Two of the most monotonic fucking dungeons don't allow using the bike. Oh, fucking self go. Ugh. Anywho, heading on to this side of town, and our first place of interest, Tiglet's Cave, where, in case you cannot really guess from the name, you can catch Tiglets. And if you're really fucking a lucky bastard, or lucky depending on which way you look at it, you can also run into duck trios here. Only one little problem with those encounters: those freaking things are at level 30. And at that point they are pretty much just what's going to be fastest Pokemon you have ever encountered at this point in the game, and most likely will outspeed anything in your current team setup, unless you grind it like a freaking madman, and for some odd reason. So chances are you aren't even able to escape from Duke Trio encounters. So yeah, that's the only thing to really mind about this game. Other than that, well, like I said, this is a good place to catch Tiglets, and it's also an excellent place to grind any water or grass type Pokemons, because Tiglets, they can hit hard, they move fast, but they cannot take too much of a punishment actually.
Please tell you named him oh, you didn't name him Rossetti.
Fuck! Oh, that's another good one. Oh shit! Now I went with something a little bit less creative. I decided to go with Monty. You know Monty Mole?
Yeah.
God damn it, that would have been perfect. Why doesn't my brain think of something that clever? Editing this shit. Hey. Anywho, so there's nothing too much new to show here. Well, and oh, what the hell? That trainer was a Pokemon. Surprise!
Wait, seriously?
No, I just edited. It was just a trainer using nothing new, so I decided to do a little clever trick with the editing and just simply cut to when I encountered something new from this route. This time it being Drowsy, which is actually, if you ask me, I actually prefer Drowsy, and it's evolved from Hypno over to Cadabra line. Simply because the Drowsy and Hypno, they can actually take some physical damage, whereas Abra or Cadabra or even Alakazam, well, let's just say if you hit them hard enough, they will fall like a fucking guardhouse. Really nothing else to say here, because this battle isn't... I'm simply just showing this because this is a new encounter, plus I'm going to be capturing this thing. So yeah. Sometimes these Pokemon encounters can become really freaking annoying, especially if, like in this case, the Pokemon has both Hypnosis and Disable, which can sorta lack on the pace. But anywho, we got Drowsy, and about retrospect, I honestly cannot think, was this a stroke of a genius of a nickname, or was I just... I don't even know. Just watch and try to guess what I was trying to refer here.
I'm afraid to ask.
Nope.
No, I said I'm afraid to ask. I don't know what.
Bad dodge, bad dodge. Yeah, I think it was pretty obvious what I was referring to with that.
I need an adult. I am an adult.
Well, well, I wasn't exactly quoting Dragon Ball Z Bridge, but I'm gonna wait before I say anything. Let's see if you can actually figure it out. Anyhow, decided to leave this battle in because the thing about this route here, which they might have forgot, the thing is, just about every single trainer here is skippable, but I decided to just leave some battles in just to demonstrate few things. For example, the transform ability, which I spoke about some time ago. So basically when you use that, you basically turn into the Pokemon that you are fighting against, thus gaining its type advantages and disadvantages. Can be kinda useful. The only real big problem with that is if you look at the amount of points we have for each move, they are only reserved to 5. So you are very limited in amounts of how many times you can do a certain attack. So honestly, transform at least at this point, because I think in later generations they remove limiting the use of moves just to 5 BP. The power points, but in generation 1 I think transform is kind of more useful if you're like facing a Pokemon that otherwise they would wreck your team. Then you can potentially use transform and basically just tire it out by taking its hits. Anywho, this asshole here thinks he also has the fucking king in his team, but we shall prove him wrong because we have the only king around here, douchebag. His name is Harkinian.
There can only be one.
Indeed. Let's see if Have a Bell can do something here, and Serpay says not really. Or no, maybe he can, because that's the kind of a thing about sometimes that sometimes your unevolved Pokemon can do useful stuff because their defense isn't quite up to snuff. They tend to take a little bit too much damage for my liking from certain attacks, even if they aren't that powerful really.
Yeah.
That, and of course, as per usual, Pokemon Let's Play tradition, of course, the fucking random number generator just loves giving the NPC all the fucking critical hits in the fucking world.
Yeah.
That's one of the reasons why, off screen, I can hardly ever finish any of the goddamn Nuzlocke I try. Especially on the later generation, because I swear to God, the game fucking has its way against me whenever I try to do one of those runs. Even when I'm not recording that freaking run. Seriously. Fuck critical hits. Well, fuck them when they're aimed against me. I love them when I get to enjoy them. Anywho, decided to leave this battle in because a couple of new Pokemons. First one, Rowlet. A fire-type Pokemon, and I'm pretty good at that. But there's just one little problem with it in this early generation. That basically being, it really doesn't learn anything too great of moves until very, very, very high levels. I think in generation 1, what is it? I think Crowlite can learn like Flamethrower at level fucking 50 or somewhere around that level.
Yeah, something like that.
So yeah, basically before you can really start to enjoy any sort of same type attack bonus attacks, you really have to wait out on Crowlet. Plus, it's one of those Stone Evolution Pokemon, so once you evolve it, it's really not gonna learn any too good of a moves by leveling up after that, so you really cannot evolve it into Arcanine anytime soon either. And
unless you have a few spare TMs on you that have the moves.
Yeah, okay, TMs are of course a way to get around that, but it's really more advisable, I'd say, in later generations when they made the TMs usable more than once, because in these early generations you really want to save up most of your TMs simply because well, until you kind of have jotted down with what is going to be your final team lineup, you really shouldn't be just wasting and tossing out the TMs. And I completely ignored there, but the other Pokemon we saw there was Vulpix. Kind of the same deal as Crowlet, but I think on plus side, I think Vulpix learns some moves naturally by leveling up a little bit earlier than Crowlet in comparison, so on that regard it's a bit better, but stat-wise it's a little bit weaker than Crowlet, so Crowlet or Vulpix, it's kind of a pick your poison sort of thing. I have never lost, and we broke that fucking streak. Combo breaker. Just only 2 more battles to show here. And I decided once again that, you know what, fuck it, this is getting a bit of monotone, let's throw something in here.
Uh-oh.
I'm gonna lay you out!
Get it, engineer? And Magnemite. Basically another type of Pokemon that we haven't really encountered earlier here, but they're really nothing to worry about in this generation because it was only at generation 2 where they get their steel typing, and with that a shit ton of physical defense. In generation 1 though, they are
merde. That engineer's a spy.
Yeah. That was such a weak performance, that guy could only be a spy. Anywho, yeah, Magnemites and Magneton are only pure electric types in this generation, so they really don't resist much attacks, so...
Let's do this Texas style.
Same. Second burst, same as the first. First guy using Magnemite, and I'm just pummeling it with Mouser's Hyper Bag. Have you, by the way, already figured out what was the Bad Touch reference to?
Yes.
Okay, good. I guess it was pretty obvious. If you like ever visited the internet like ever. Also, actually getting Zelda some screen time here because, well, like I said, she isn't like... Well, I like to say he isn't too overpowered, but when I was actually looking here, yeah, I'll admit, she has quite respectable defense when taking out how much she deals and how much she takes in. So, yeah.
Building a sentry.
Okay, bringing out the big guns, let's see how easily this son of a bitch falls. Now one might think that...
You could have put in a Guile Sonic Boom part there.
Yeah, I was thinking about that. That, but I decided that, you know what, fuck it, no. I actually have... I'm going to spoil ahead a little bit. I am going to use that on something in this run. And, that was an edit slip up there. I apologize. I forgot to add in Harkinian's intro there.
Harkinian stepping out Magneton. Not yet.
And down it goes. And we grew a level. Hell is the air.
Oh, hell!
And thus we took down the TF2 engineer. And a spa. Oh boy, I wonder what the guy is going to say about my nicknames. Well, it does mean the feedback isn't going to be exactly glorious.
The psychiatrist will have a field day with you.
Yeah. Anywho, if you have over 30 different kind of Pokemon registered to your Pokédex, which does include all different forms of evolution, so you don't technically need to have catch 30 Pokemon. Yeah, but if you have 30, you get Item Winder, which honestly isn't worth it because I never use that fucking thing in this generation. It's just about the same. It really doesn't tell you where the fuck the item is. It only gives you like the proximate. It only tells you whether there's an item hidden somewhere near you. That's about it. But other than that, it's just about this. You might as well just walk around and press A after every single step to check the area. Anywho, we are reaching the end of this episode, and in the next one we shall begin exploring the luxurious cruise ship SSN and whatever shenanigans it may be holding in for us.
Oh joy!
Indeed. Well, something tells me that at least I and Kimisu are going to enjoy a lot of fried seafood in there. I just don't know why. Anywho, that concludes the newest part of Pokemon Yellow Adventure. This is DoctorJhonReborn.
And I'm Shank02.
And the Birch-Koala crew says bye-bye everyone. See yous later.
See yous.